I personally started using social media to my benefit in the car business about 3 years ago when we took over two small Ford dealerships in the state of Delaware. Instead of traditional advertising, we put all of our focus into digital advertising and social media being a main focus for us.
I started using social media about 5 years ago on a personal basis and with some of the community groups that I'm involved in. And then when I went on the floor selling at our Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store, I started incorporating the business side of it by doing simple things like just taking pictures of the customers when they bought, tagging them, asking them to be Facebook friends.
I first started using social media after I got out of college and came back into the auto industry, and I was looking for an inexpensive way to really market to consumers and really use the best customer base that I knew, which was my friends and family.
You can get business off of social media any day, any hour. It's 24 hours. People message you all the time.
We also encouraged our sales consultants to start branding themselves so they could get repeat customers and referrals and all that good stuff.
One of the biggest things is getting customers to know what you do for a living. So keeping in front of the customers, letting them know on social media what's going on, what's happening, what you're selling, new products, specials, is always great to keep your customers informed.
It's almost like a cheat sheet for customers.
Why do we choose social media to assist us in selling? There's so many advantages to it. With all the technology today, it's instant networking for people.
We know at any given time there's only 5% of the people that are in the market for a car. So you got to be repetition, and it's an inexpensive way to stay in front of the people.
So for us, it's a no-brainer. It's really simple. You reach a mass amount of people in a short amount of time, and it's wonderful advertising for you.
Number one, if something happens to someone's car, that's probably the first place they run to. Like, oh, you know, something happened to my vehicle. So at that point, you can message them. On the other end of it, you can post vehicles, any kind of updates that the manufacturer might not have out there socially yet. So you can post it. Maybe they'll see them before the manufacturer puts it out there. And again, people will see your name, then they'll go right to your profile and they can see you. So the defense is down when they actually come into the showroom.
Social media helps me sell just by getting out and staying in front of customers. I post different things and post different videos, pictures, comments, and that's changed over the years actually, especially with the live video feeds coming out now. It's another way to engage customers, engage your friends that are on Facebook and get them to see what's going on, actually what's happening right then in a store. So with all the different brands and everything happening with the Preston Automotive Group, social selling is a huge key to getting and increasing our business, not only on a monthly basis, but on a daily basis. Kind of a call to action. Social media is something that you can change the message every single day and engage your friends on a different platform than they're typically used to with newspaper, radio, and TV advertising.
There's so many different avenues. There's no wrong approach to it. It's just getting your folks engaged in it to use it to your benefit.
I don't make it totally about cars because I want that personal connection, and I don't want people to think the only reason you're doing this is because you're trying to sell lots of cars, which I'm trying to do, but I also connect with these people on a personal level. So when we become friends, I make sure when they post something that I agree with, that I want to support, that I make sure I hit like or sometimes put a comment in. And I've had a lot of people tell me they appreciate that.
There's so many different ways to use social media to help you sell more vehicles or service more vehicles. What I've done in the past is if we have a vehicle that's just traded, I'll take pictures and immediately post them and tag my sales consultants, my managers, service managers in that vehicle. I'll take several pictures of the vehicle, put a short description that's usually fun and engaging for our customers, which leads to a higher turn time on the vehicle.
I actually use my social media more for business. So I'll post something, I'll try to post something at least once a day so people can see what's going on and what I'm doing on an everyday basis.
We'll use it if we're trying to reach a goal for the month, and letting our customers know what our goal is that month and what we're looking to achieve as a store. and you get a lot of following from loyal customers, your friends, and they want to see you succeed as a store and reach your goal.
So in a case where a customer buys a vehicle, tagging that customer in it, you're going to engage with their friends, typically people that might not see your posts every single day. So it will help expand and increase your friend base and get more recognition and more customers to view your post.
Three years ago when I first started really using it, it probably gave me 6 to 8 more customers a month.
Social media is definitely key to an uptick in sales for us, especially, and I go back to this a lot, but the Top 100 Sales Drive, when I'm really hitting it every single day, updating our customers on what's happening and what's going on. Social media is definitely a key to increasing and driving business.
Yesterday, as a matter of fact, at the last day of the month, I delivered 4 cars. 3 of them came, I think, as a direct result from social media. And another one was an internet lead. And they went to my Facebook page and checked me out before they came in.
Did we notice an uptick in our sales with social media? We did, and it's not something that you can measure. This isn't a measurable result as gross is or how many units you're sold. You can try to track it to your best ability, but I'm going to tell you from personal experience, what I've noticed is that the months that we're most socially engaged are the months that tend to be our best months.
People ask to be friends, and the only reason they ask to be friends on my social media page is the fact that their friends are friends and that sort of thing, and I hit a whole new group of people.
I put my cell phone number out on every single post that I do, so customers can feel free to contact me directly, whether they're looking for a new vehicle, a used vehicle, servicing their vehicle, or even getting it fixed at one of our body shops.
Do I have any tips or tricks that I can share? My one suggestion is just be yourselves.
When I take the picture of the customer in front of the vehicle, I have just them in the vehicle. I don't get involved in the picture. I don't have myself with my arms wrapped around them or any of that kind of good stuff, because that puts the customer number one.
One thing that a very successful salesperson taught me that actually is not in our store, but at another store, he said it's a privilege when someone unfriends them, because if you really look at your friend base and look at people that you contact, it's a pretty short list. But if you have 2,500, 3,000, or 4,000 friends on Facebook, if you're engaging with them people and you're really getting the most out of what you're doing with social media, it's actually not a bad thing if someone unfriends you because you're posting too much and you're staying in front of them on a consistent basis.
And you don't always have to talk about specials. There can be funny things that happen at work that you can capture on video and post it. And a lot of that real world things, a lot of those real world things that happen on a daily basis for us are quite entertaining. They end up being entertaining for a lot of the people that are following you on those social media platforms.
I don't always just post pictures. I do things that they give them tips that they can use, or maybe direct them to YouTube videos about cars and that sort of thing. They kind of look at me as the expert in the car business, but also know that I'm involved in community activities and that sort of thing. So it gives a complete package, and that's what we try to do and help the community anyway in all of our dealerships. Not just sell cars, but be part of the community.
I would say every customer that you sell, try to post them, but also tag them. And sometimes I'll switch it up and have them make the post and then tag me in it, and then I'll share it. But make sure you're tagging them, because if you don't, it's not going to get out to as many people. Once you tag them, it's going to go to their friends, it's going to go to your friends, and it's just very healthy to do it that way.
So you don't have to be run-of-the-mill. You don't have to have a standard commercial. We've got a brand new car for $13,995. You don't have to do that. My suggestion is make yourself different, make yourself stand out, something that's going to appeal to a lot of people and say, that's why I want to buy a vehicle or service a vehicle with those folks. We're going to work a little bit with the Facebook Live. Of course, you've got Black Friday coming up, which is a huge event that you can capitalize on, and then it's the end of the year. It's the most exciting time in the car business, and there's a huge goal that maybe your dealership's looking to attain. So we're going to try some different things with the live video and experiment with that.
I'm going to do a video of them saying something about their car or thanking them, and try to do it on video.
This year, which is different than last year, I'll have the ability to use Facebook Live and really have that live stream so people can see what's going on behind the scenes at the dealership when we're at our busiest times of the year.
We give away a stuffed frog with everything that we do. That's our company mascot. And we change the colors from different months. So a lot of times I have the people hold the frog. This month I want to make sure that I have them holding the yellow frog. And in my comment, tell people why we're doing that, to support our troops and all the good things that they do for us.